Ashton, waiting for your ass. Ashton, waiting for your ass. Okay, do you remember last week, it might have been a little more than a week ago, when we played War with cards? Do you remember doing that?
Yeah.
Where we had cards, and we looked at the cards, and how did we decide which person won each round? Do you remember?
If they never had any cards.
Right, if they would, that's how they would win the entire game. But how did you win cards on each round? Like when Spencer played Miss Lovelady?
I know.
How?
Whenever, like, if you put down the highest number and the other one puts down the lowest number, then you get both the cards. But if they put down the highest number and you put down the lowest number, then they get most of your cards.
Right, so the highest number won the cards, right? And how did you know which one was the highest number?
10, 9.
Because
What did you look at to know? How did you know? Did you just throw down cards? How did you know which card was more?
And there were little tiny numbers on them.
Oh, because there were numbers on them.
And there was the A, and that means 1. West.
The A stood for 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that makes it west.
Right, it makes it less, right? Because it had 1 on it, so it was the one, it would have lost to anything, right, John Hendricks? Okay, so we are going to play War again today.
yes,
We're going to play it
Yeah.
We're going to play it a little bit later, but we have to all be paying attention up here, so we'll have time to do it. Right? First, I'm going to read you this book today. It's called More or Less. And I picked this book out because we're talking about numbers that are more or less. When we compare numbers, we decide which one is more and which one is less. Like if I gave you the numbers 3 and 5, which one is more?
5.
And which one is less?
3.
3, right? So we know how to compare numbers and decide which one is more or less. Well, in this book, the main character, he's playing a game at a fair, and he's trying to guess how old people are. And so he's asking them if it's close to this number. And so they have a certain amount of questions, and if he doesn't answer it within a certain amount of questions, he gets dumped in a dunking booth. So let's see if he gets dumped.
What's a dunking booth?
Oh, you'll see. Mr. Shaw had been the principal of Bayside School for so many years that most people couldn't even remember how long it had been. But now he was retiring. You know what it means? Somebody's retiring.
Retire means like you're fixing to give up your job because you've been in it for like a whole year and you want to give it to someone else.
So you've been working for a really long time and you're ready to retire and stop working. That's what it means to retire. You're ready to stop working. You're not going to be working at that job anymore. So he's retired.